Hi everyone, it's June 29th, 7:30 in the late afternoon, early evening. I definitely need to get some work done today as far as building the trellises for the butternut squash, my asparagus and noodle beans, as well as the sugar baby watermelon, because let me show you how the butternut squash are growing and growing fast. Man, they are fast. So as you can see, they have like grown and growing everywhere. If I don't put a trellis, they are not going to be happy. So I want to make them happy. As you can see, I have done a little bit of trellising. Sorry about the camera because I've got a long stick. I've put some strips, and I want to show you how I did that, what I started with. So it's an idea. You might like it, you may not. Let me know if you have any comments or suggestions. So I am going to build it up. I haven't put any on this side yet. There's only one on the other side, and then I'm gonna build it up all the way as close as to the trellis. There'd be a little bit of gap, but I think it's not a big deal in terms of the gaps. So how I started, right? You can see that I had a trellis that is built from the dog ear picket fences. They're like $1.38, $2 at the most. Out of one I got like 6 strips, and what I did, I used it last year to build the trellis for my corolla tree, the bitter melon. Then my son helped me to took it off, so they are all in pieces. I just kept it so you can see how it looked initially. But the trouble is that I had put in I have used my nail gun, air nail gun, to put in like 1 inch or 1.25 or 1.5 inch nails. But the good thing is that don't do this at home. You can just twist them and they come off. So that's how I'm like removing the nails. He helped me with many, but and he got tired so he left a little bit of leftover for me. So that's what I'm planning. Then in terms of the screws, I think we could use either I left the piece right here so you can see that it's not going anywhere. So you can use either a 1.5 inch or 1.25 inch. I happen to have the drywall screws that are 1.5 inch number 6. That's what I have used, but if I had, I would probably use this one. This seems like a little smaller in terms of diameter. It may be number 8. Higher the number, smaller the diameters maybe. Yeah, because I don't need like a very long and strong screws, right? So like you said, I mean right here, as long as they go in, they are fine. They don't have to be super sturdy, and I don't plan on these being permanent, right? I want to take the whole structure off in October. I know that would be a bleeping chore that I have to go through, not just this one but all other ones, right? Entire trellis, all the half 2x4 studs and everything. So on this one I'm going to do the same as I did with the butternut squash. I'll put 3 additional stakes. I have them ready right here. So for example, I'll put one right here, and then one here and one here, and then tie them or connect them with this half 2x4. In terms of the asparagus and noodle beans, they can probably grow here. So what I plan to do is just like train them to be inside these 2 pieces. I may have to move this a little further to the right, so it's sort of like a triangle trellis where they would stay in between, and then I will put like multiple ones here, and they go as before, like very close to the trellis. So let me get going. With my tape measures and everything, so let me set the camera, and then I'll probably do one or two and then stop, because I don't want to bore you with the entire thing, and then we'll probably show you how it looks at the end. So like I said, I need to remove, I think most of the strips have been removed. There are, you can see how bent this is. There are a few that has not, so just twist them and they come off easily. And then I'm using my magnet screw holder to put them so that they are not falling on the ground or anywhere. But yeah, this is not ideal, because you can like pinch yourself or hurt yourself, which is not a good thing. I wouldn't want that, so avoid this if possible at all. If you have like a nail cutter or clipper that you can do it easily, that may be a faster way to and safer way to get it done. It's not 100% safe, but I really don't have time, although I know we should all be as safe as possible. You can see that it doesn't take a whole lot of time to get rid of them. As I said, he helped me to get rid of most of them. There may be a few that is left that I am going to take off. I think that's about it. Alright, so let me show you how I am. Let me cut a smaller piece. Yeah. So always I need to measure. Sorry about my hand in front of the camera. So I'm measuring the distance or the length. It's 26 inches on this side. I need to do this one first. It's about 26, 27 on that side. So I need my marker. So right here, yeah, again, don't try this at home. So let me see, I got the 26. So I got this. Definitely I need to do the pilot holes. Get my screws. Then put this in. Let me see. All right, hopefully you can see it from here. It may not be the straight, but that should be good. Let me come from the other side. Yeah, I should have done this long time ago. before they got too big. Like I said, 1 1/4 would have been better choice for some of these, because this is sticking out, because if I pull it all the way, then it's gonna show up on the other side. But anyway, I don't have time to go to the store and get other ones. The distance between the slats are about, I would say 5 inches or so. There it is. Easy peasy Japanesey. So I need to keep building up on both sides. So yeah, if you like this idea, you can do it. It's like a really cheap, cost-effective trellis and not permanent. Since I have the pilot holes, it's like really easy to take off at the end of the season. Again, next year, put them all back up. Thanks so much. Hi everyone, July 6th, another sweltering hot day in where we live, Indianapolis, Indiana, and the temperature is in the 90s, which is like 31 degrees Celsius, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. It's been like this for last couple of days. No rain. There is 20 or 30% chance of rain prediction. So I spent some time watering the plants that are in the pots and grow pots, but I haven't watered the ones in the ground because I did water them yesterday morning. So I'm praying that there will be some rain today, even though there is a little bit of chance, which we shall see. I want to show you that my dwarf sunflowers are blooming. There they are. Look how beautiful they are. They're dwarf sunflowers. They don't grow tall. Yeah, and then the tomatoes are doing great. I still have to do some work about trellising some of them, because they're like vining and going sideways. There's one I can see that's ripening. Although the label says mortgage lifter, this is not a mortgage lifter, because the mortgage lifter tomatoes are big, beefsteak. This is more like one of the smaller varieties, and this is the only label that I am kind of questioning myself, and I do have a question mark on the side. I don't think you can see it, but yeah, all the other labels are okay. This is the only one that I'm not 100% sure. The other update I want to give you today is my build as you grow trellis. So my butternut squash have grown tall, and I needed to build another step or another layer, and on the middle I just didn't have one on the side, but I just put a crossbar in the middle, so I think that should be fine. I do need to tie them loosely with the jute strings so that they're not going everywhere. Now they're like going everywhere, and I can already see some little butternut squash forming. There is one right here. Hopefully you can see right here. I'm really excited. This is something that's really good tasting and good eating. My Christmas speckled lima beans have germinated. Funny story, I have tried, this is my third attempt trying to grow them. You know, we all know that if you put the seeds in the water, soak them in water for some time, it helps them to germinate. And I tried that with the Christmas speckled lima beans from Lake Valley, I believe, twice. None of them germinated. However, when I planted them direct in the soil and keep the soil moist, in just 3 to 4 days, they are here. And I think today is about 7 or 8 days from the time I planted the seeds. Look at these, they're already grown. 5 seeds, and all 5 are germinated. There is one back there that's a straggler, but I'll let it grow as well. My cucumber, 5 cucumbers I have put. See, this is dry. I need to water them. This I think is already potol tulche, means it's dead. So at least I've got 4 remaining ones that I need to care for. My pole beans, the asparagus and the noodle beans are doing great. They don't want to stay in their lane. They want to go to the other lane. So every morning I have to come and make sure that they're staying in their lane and on their sticks and not go to the other one. Anyway, I need to build some more steps on this one, just the triangle one. But so far this is okay. My sugar baby watermelon has also grown. You can see that they have grown pretty tall, and I didn't have much trellis built after this one, so I added this one today, and then I ran out of the strips. So what I'm doing, I have some leftover twigs that I saved, which I kept after I cut the lower leaves or the lower branches of some of my maple or the pear tree, and there they are. So what I'm doing, I'm like getting one from here and then taking some of the sides out and then putting them as a trellis, which I think is pretty neat and innovative and looks more natural. So there's one. You have to have different types of sizes of screws, either like 1 inch, a ½ inch, 1 1/4, 1 5/8, because these are not uniform, so you just have to work with them accordingly. So let me show you real quick how I am going to do one. It's not always easy, and if you do follow this process, make sure that you do at your own risk. This is how I did it. It may not be the most safest way to do it because there is some cutting involved, using the circular saw by hand, and that's something that's not recommended because you should always be for safety first. All right, let me get to it. So first I measure and put in like how long it would be. For example, if I want one on the top right here, if you can see, hopefully you can see right here. So this is how long it's gonna be. So you put a marker and you mark it, and then I go on the other side to see how much this is going to be. So now that I have my twigs marked, I'm gonna cut them. All right. So this is where the safety comes first. You guys be very careful if you are doing it. And I'm also going to take out some of the side shoots. you can see the kickback. That's really dangerous. So yeah, friends, be very careful if you're trying to do this. It's recommended that you use like a other saw where you can move it, and then it's not as difficult. So next up is to drill holes through the sides. So let me do that. And see, this one is much wider than this one, so I probably need 1.5 inches or 1.5 screw on this one, and on the other side probably a 1-inch screw would be sufficient. I wish I had 1.25 one as well, because 1 inch seems like a little narrow. All right, let me move the camera up, and if I can find my screwdriver and my measures. Yeah, it works. Alrighty. So I'm trying to be as uniform. Let me bring you closer. So there's this and there's that. So this is it, and I'll do the ones on the other side, and there would be one on this side, and then I will do again one in the middle. So this is also using one of the twigs from the limbs of the trees that I have cleaned up this spring. So thanks so much. I hope you like this idea. Like I said, please be very careful when you're using power tools. See, this one is going a little bit upward, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. One other thing, you might be questioning whether they are sturdy enough or not. To me, it's just for this season. I do not want these to be standing here for the rest of my life, and in fact I'm going to take all of these down when I'm done with this season. So I don't want anything permanent here, and then again come next season, if God willing, inshallah, I will again put them back in. Maybe next season I'll put some P-posts that would be more permanent. But I don't want all the trellis and everything standing here. I want this place to be cleaned out for the winter. We'll see. It's gonna be a chore. My kids do help me out, so I appreciate their help. Thanks so much, everyone. Like I said, if you liked the idea of trellising idea, please do like and subscribe and share, because I think like I said, I mean, a lot of people have done other trellises, many varieties, but I haven't seen anything like this in any of the YouTube videos. So just some ideas to share with you all. Again, this is Rufal from Green Art channel. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourself. Bye.